Game number 2 between North Greenville and Barton, just about 5 minutes away. It's the men's turn upcoming. North Greenville women got their 3rd overall victory and first conference win of the season, taking down Barton 84-77 about half an hour ago. And we turn our eyes toward the men's team this time. North Greenville comes in this ball game 3-6 overall, still trying to defend their conference championship from a season ago. Barton off to a pretty good start, 8-4 overall. Now take a look at the conference standings. For the Conference Carolina, King and Lees McCray all knotted up at the top after King took down North Greenville a couple of days ago, and Lees McCray unfortunately fell as well. So a new tie against the conference standings. Meanwhile, Barton sitting right there at 3rd, and should anything happen to the teams in front, they can possibly jump off if they take care of business here tonight. Meanwhile, down toward the bottom, North Greenville needing a conference win to stay in the hunt and work their way up the ladder. They've got Limestone in front of them, as well as Pfeiffer and Erskine. And with the victory here tonight, they can possibly vault over those teams. And with Emmanuel still not eligible to compete for Conference Carolina championships, that brings into another element of the equation. How far exactly can North Greenville move up if they potentially come out of this with a victory? But in the meantime, take a look at these two teams. Barton, another opponent, 2nd straight opponent for North Greenville, shooting over 80 points. They average about 80 points per game again.
And actually, 2 men's basketball games tonight have already been decided. So actually, these standings are a little out of date right now. Belmont Abbey beat Erskine 91-71, and Pfeiffer beat Emmanuel 80-77. So there you go. Some other games as well. Southern Wesleyan takes on King, and they just got started. And also, like the women, Mount Olive takes on Limestone, starting at 7:30. And then more games tomorrow, 5 to be exact. So, yeah, after this weekend, the Conference Carolina standings, I guarantee you, will look a lot different.
Oh, yeah, somebody's definitely going to try and make a charge and move up.
Yeah, no question.
In the meantime, North Greenville trying to work their way back up. They take on Barton, who overall has shot okay. They average about 45% from the floor, 35% from beyond the arc, and then roughly about 70% on free throws. So if Barton gets into the bonus in this game tonight, they might be very threatening.
Here's something to think about. Barton is undefeated at home, 6-0. On the road, 1-3. And then on neutral, they played 2 games in neutral territory. They went 1-1. So the home field advantage or home court advantage could be a factor here tonight.
Especially if that record does hold true indeed. A couple of players to watch tonight for North Greenville. Of course, you got Justin Dotson, the transfer out of Stephen F. Austin, but a local from Central South Carolina. And then you got Miguel Reyes Cartagena, international from Puerto Rico, can also be a very good threat. And then Jod Jinks, we'll have to wait and see how he works his way underneath in the paint. He will be the presence underneath for North Greenville tonight. Largely a pretty young squad for Barton, a lot of freshmen. And then 1, 2, 3 seniors on the squad, so a relatively young squad.
They've gotten off to a nice start, though, that's for sure.
So both teams will line up, and we'll see if they do on courtside for pregame ceremony. Starting lineups up first for Barton. Number 5, Jake Veasley, a senior guard, first out. And number 3, RJ Claypool, another junior guard. And number 12, Dominique Bird, senior forward. Number 10, Danny Shan, the sophomore guard. And one more player we'll get to in a moment is North Greenville's lineup up next. Number 2, Corville McElroy out first, a senior guard out of Kissimmee, Florida. And Miguel Reyes Cartagena, number 15, junior guard out of Puerto Rico. Number 21, Justin Dotson, a junior forward. And number 33, Josh Jenks, the junior forward out of Panama City, Florida. Final player for Barton on the court, number 45, Daniel Westbrook, junior forward, right out of the hometown for Barton, Wilson, North Carolina. And his tallest player, second tallest player behind Daniel Chapman, Westbrook is 6'10". Jinx goes up against Dominique Bird at the line. We'll start things off. Free throw tipped into Barton's back court, and they'll control things to start us off. It's Shand passing back out. Now they try to go underneath. Claypool drives to the basket, has a shot blocked by Dutson. Westbrook on the rebound, can't get the shot to drop. Another rebound with Shand. A third chance early for Barton. And now a potential turnover, and it's a tie-up. And they call a jump ball as McElroy tries to pick it up from Veasley. The possession arrow will point to North Greenville, so not a lot of jump balls called in the women's game, and we start early here.
I was about to say, there's jump ball number 1.
Now North Greenville with a chance to get the first point on the scoreboard. Here comes McElroy, and that's an exciting way to start us off.
And we saw that happen a lot last year. Haven't seen it as much this year, but maybe North Greenville can get some explosiveness out of McElroy like they're used to.
Snuck behind the defense, and Cartagena saw him coming. And now Veasley drives in, dishes out to Westbrook. Westbrook tries to find Veasley again. Veasley, fadeaway jumper at the line, missed. And tipped out of bounds as Barton Claypool takes a tumble into the North Greenville bench. He gets up okay, but it's a turnover to the Crusaders, who lead 2-0 off a dunk by McElroy. Here's Cartagena, swings it around to the left side of the circle, looks back right to Blyden, underneath to Jinx, spins for 2, rattles in, good. Going up against Westbrook, 6'10", Jinx 6'8", Jinx wins that battle. That'll be a matchup to watch tonight. Now here comes Shand, he gets to Westbrook. Westbrook, Bird drives in against Jinx, puts a shot up over, bounces off, no good. McElroy rebounds for North Greenville. Looks down to Dotson. Dotson out to Blyden for 2, no good. And rebounded by Veasley for the Bulldogs. Veasley down the far sideline, backwards pass to Shand. Shand outside the circle, tries to drive in, puts up a sideways shot, and is fouled. Most likely be a shooting foul. It will be. Danny Shand to the line. First foul against North Greenville will be against Reyes Cartagena. So Shand gets the Bulldogs on the board, 4-1. And the first 2 points for Barton are free throws. Here comes Cartagena. He hands off to McElroy. McElroy gives it to Jinx, once again facing off against Westbrook. Here comes Dotson, drives in, has a shot, pounded into the court floor by Bird, and it's kept in bounds. What a block. Here comes Shan, he goes to the left side. Beasley drives in, passes back out. Here comes a three from Claypool, no good. Rebounded by McElroy, keeps it in bounds, bounces it off Westbrook, and an interesting pass to Dotson as a result. Cartagena flip to Dotson on the right side of the circle. Puts it back in, Dotson for three, got it! Shan for the Bulldogs back in the front court, faces off against Cartagena. Now they flip it up top side to Bird, now around the circle to Beasley. Beasley back up to Shan, quick flip, and a foul, and one for Dominique Bird. Getting underneath. Foul against Blyden, that's his first. Second team foul against North Greenville, first two fouls go against the Crusaders to start the game off. And the shot rattles out, only two. For Barton on that play. Now here's Cartagena, up top to Blyden. Blyden looking underneath, passes left instead to Dotson. Dotson looks underneath, back out to Jinx. Free throw line jumper hits for Jinx. And it's 9-4 for North Greenville. Barton looking to respond. Here's Shan, up and no good. Battle for the ball, it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Shan, trying to get his own rebound, and they call a foul as well. First foul against Barton, that will be against Dominique Bird. That's his first. There's Cartagena to McElroy, now to Dotson. Now Jinx on the right side. Looking underneath, pass it to Cartagena outside the circle, trying to go underneath to Jinx, but can't quite get him, a little too far. It'll be a turnover to Barton. Off left, and pass bobbled by Claypool. It'll go out of bounds, being pressured by Dotson. North Greenville gets it back. Here comes Cartagena, moving to the right side, handoff to McElroy. McElroy at the line, drives in, splits the defenders, passes out to Dotson for a deep three. Got it! That's 6 points for Dotson early, in the form of 2 threes. Now here comes Beasley, gets it up top to Bird. Bird moves right, and off to Shan, coming up to handle it. Back out, now here comes a three from Bird, got it! Bird's able to answer Dotson, but North Greenville still ahead 12-7. Here comes Dotson, he hands off to McElroy across the court, now to Blyden. Blyden on the right side, brings it up top to McElroy. He'll fire a three, that's off the rim and over the backboard. And that will give Barton the ball back. Time the ball goes over the backboard, it is out of play and will be Barton basketball. Here's Bird, gives it left to Claypool. Claypool goes to Beasley. Beasley spins around, puts it up, short, no good. Rebounded by Barton. North Greenville thought it was going out of bounds. The Bulldogs get a second chance. The official stop play. And somebody wanted a timeout.
Well, it was a dead ball, so it's going to be the first media timeout. Did the ball hit the rim? Because I think the shot clock might have reset.
I don't think it did because it reset
at
17.
Yeah, well, it was at 28 when they stopped the whistle, so yeah, that's what it was.
So it'll be our first media timeout of the first half. 14:52 left to play. North Greenville out to a 12-7 lead over Barton here on the North Greenville Sports Network. 14:52 in the first half of North Greenville and Barton. Conference Carolinas action. Barton starts off with the ball coming out of the timeout.
They don't have a lot of time left on the shot clock.
It's already down to 5. Here's Claypool, looks right, 3, 2, and a deep 3 upcoming, and it's hit. Well, literally at the buzzer, that's the way to make it count.
Taking after King with that one.
Now here comes Cartagena around Westbrook, but he traveled around Westbrook, and that'll be a turnover. Now to give Barton back to basketball with a chance to take the lead, and that'll be their first lead of the game if they make the shot. Here's Shand, he heads to the far side, working against Cartagena. Drives in, spins around, puts a shot up, it's short, but he's fouled. Shand heads back to the free throw line for Barton. They've already made 2 of 3 free throws. Third team foul against North Greenville will be the second one against Cartagena. Barton 3 of 4. And it's a tie ball game at 12. Here comes McElroy. Up top, drives in, spins around, gets it in. Good job by McElroy to avoid the defenders. Now Beasley quickly the other way. Jake Beasley cashes that one in for 2. We're tied back up at 14. Now McElroy will try to slow things down. Brings it into front court for North Greenville, heads to the far side. Now he'll try to drive in against Westbrook, dishes out. Here comes Jenks, blocked by Westbrook. And now Shand from the left side of the circle, puts a shot up and makes it. And draws the and one.
We're about to get a line change for Barton after this first free throw.
They are taking after King.
They really are.
Yeah. That's something King did a lot, as they were every chance they got, about every timeout, they changed all 5 players. Barton does the same thing here. That foul against Daniel Burchett, that's his first. North Greenville, meantime, out to a lead in the foul category. They got 14 fouls. Shand misses the and one, and immediately on the rebound attempt, a foul against Barton. First foul against Nick Ellison. Second team foul against Barton. There's McElroy, fires right to Burchett. Burchett cuts it up top, drives in, floats it, has it. North Greenville ties it up at 16 after Barton takes a short-lived 2-point lead. Now here's Ryan Canoy. They give it to number 1, Matt Woods. Now on the far side to flip it back out. Here comes a 3, short, no good. From Tyler Thayer. North Greenville on the rebound. McElroy outside the circle. Looks right, passes right to Dotson. Dotson gives it to Burchett. Burchett hands off McElroy, slinging around right. McElroy trying to drive in, flips it out to Burchett for 3, got it! (19-16) after that 3 by Burchett. Now Dorian Johnson. Fadeaway jumper, no good, off the rim. McElroy there for the rebound. McElroy passes it left to Burchett. Burchett on the left side of the circle, has some space, moves in, looks to pass back out, and trying to find Tommy Wade, but can't hook up with him. It's Canoy watching it go out of bounds, and Barton will get it back. Matt Woods brings it into front court for the Bulldogs. Working against Christian Davis. Woods gets it back, looks right to Johnson. Johnson dishes out. Woods on the far side, moves in, fires a two, hit. It's 19-18. Davis brings it into front court, hands off Dotson. Moves to the near side with Burchett. Now Jinx, quick flip, back to Burchett. Now to Wade, getting his first touch. Moves around the circle and gets it right to Davis. Davis trying to cut it back up top. Looks left to Dotson. Dotson drives in, fadeaway jumper will not count. As a foul against Dotson. He bumped the defender. 15th foul against North Greenville. We're not even halfway through the first half. It'll be the first against Dotson. Woods on the right side, up top. Johnson swings it around left, gets blocked by Dotson. It's picked up by Burchett, and Burchett will let everybody get forward as he now moves forward. Left side to Davis. Davis trying to move in, cross court to Burchett. Burchett fakes a handoff to Wade. On the right side of the circle, moves in, dishes out. Here comes a shot by Roderick Howell that bounces in good. 21-18 after that two-pointer by Howell. Now Johnson, right side, looking left. Here comes a three, good. By Tyler Thayer. And we're tied at 21. Davis fires a pass left to Burchett. Burchett working against Thayer. Now Burchett goes right to Wade. Wade handoff to Davis, double team, flips it to Wade, and Wade's able to keep it in bounds, but turns it over right to Woods for Barton. Now here comes Johnson working his way down the court, bobbles it, gathers back, flips it. Now a great transition and blocked by Wade. He's stuffed Ryan Canoy. And North Greenville trying to work it quickly down the court. Barton kicked the ball, so that will result in a dead ball, and it will be North Greenville ball as we come out of the second media timeout. It comes with 9:55 left to play in the first half. We're tied at 21 as Barton and North Greenville can't quite separate from each other here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Left to play. Tie ball game at 21. As North Greenville raced out to an 8-point lead. Barton closed it back up. And we've been back and forth ever since. North Greenville with the ball to start us off halfway through the first half. McElroy backs up from the right side of the circle. Cuts it back up top, looks underneath. He'll fire a three. Short, no good. Canoy's got it for the Bulldogs. Canoy fires a pass left to Woods. Woods gathers it up, moves around to the right side, gets it to Canoy underneath. Scratch that, that's Nick Ellison. Now Canoy, he fires it out to Woods. Woods working against McElroy. Now they fire a pass to Johnson. Johnson, baseline jumper, short, no good. With 5 seconds on the shot clock, rebounded by McElroy. Head the other way for NGU. McElroy drives in right down the middle, flips it up and in, good. Nobody home for Barton. And McElroy right down Main Street, cashes it in. Here comes Woods, gives it to Kanoy. Kanoy looks left, passes left. They'll have Johnson over there. Johnson trying to drive in, flips it back out. Now to Tyler Thayer. Now back up top side to Woods. Woods fires it right, has Kanoy. Kanoy in the paint, puts it up, and no good. Rebounded by McElroy. It rolled all the way around, but didn't go in. Now McElroy uses Howell as a pick, runs into a fender, loses the ball, picks it back up, fires it away. Now Burchett on the left side of the circle, back out for three, no good. Ball bounced around and Howell picks it up. North Greenville gets another chance with a fresh shot clock. McElroy.
Another line change coming up for Barton.
Yeah, 5 players await to come in. Here's McElroy, deep three, no good. But a foul called as McElroy took the shot on the far side. He'll get 3 shots. Third foul against Barton. That'll be the first one against Matt Woods. 3 shots for McElroy. Makes the first one. Interesting strategy by Barton. Similar path they take as King did, subbing in 5 players just about every time is called.
Yeah, if you have the depth for it, then why not? Good way to keep fresh players in there.
McElroy makes his first 2. He should have 1 more as Barton files in their line, files in their 5 new guys. Third one up and no good. But North Greenville retakes the lead. They go back up 4. And now here's Westbrook all the way down the court. Gets jammed up quickly and has to pass out to Shand. Shand all the way around the circle. Dribbles underneath Burchett. Kicks it out of bounds. It'll stick with Barton. Inbound for Barton. Here comes a shot that's short. And number 12, Dominic Bird, gets fouled by Howell. 6th foul against North Greenville, first against Howell, and 1 more will be the bonus for the rest of the half for Barton. First one inning good from Bird. 2 for 2 on that trip for Dominic Bird. It's a 2-point lead for North Greenville at 25-23. Here's McElroy. Tries to take it in, flip to Howell, goes awry, and now they scramble for it on the court floor. Jump ball, and it goes to Barton. Tied up between Dotson and Deshaun Sampson. Here's Shand again. Pass to Bird, now underneath, now back out. Here comes a 3 from the Bulldogs, no good. That one from Sampson, rebounded. Finally ended up in the hands of McElroy. Now McElroy bobbles it, gathers it back around Westbrook, missed the shot, out of bounds. Off North Greenville, it'll go back to Barton. Shand, lightning speed down the court. Has to get back outside the circle. They swing it around right, Sampson. Now a deep 3 upcoming from Shand. Bobble, bounces around, no good. Chris Brown on the rebound for NGU. McElroy, Dotson. Tries to cut around the defender, flips it back out to Chris Brown. Brown, back out to Burchett. Fake side defender, drives in. Here comes a 3, top side. Good from Chris Brown. Buried that one. Now Barton's down 5. Here's Claypool. Flips it back out. Barton trying to answer. No. Rebounded by McElroy. Looking down to Jinx. Bobbled it and picked up by Dominique Bird for the Bulldogs. Trying to go for the fast break. Didn't go. Now here comes Shan. Hits that three. Well, don't see how he would have missed that one he had all day. 28-26 after that exchange. Here's Dotson, swings it around to the right side, drives in, floats it up, no good. Now here's Shand on the right side, pumps up against Burchett, has a shot blocked out of bounds by Burchett.
So far, impressive for North Greenville. Field goal percentage, 61.1%.
Not bad.
Barton is 34.8 currently. But a big difference so far. 7 turnovers for the Crusaders, just 3 for Barton.
And the inbound, Westbrook tried to flip it in, but he gets fouled. That will put Barton into the bonus. For the remaining 5:43 in the first half, that foul on Blyden, his second. Daniel Westbrook at the line. Puts it in, good. Getting his first points of the ball game. And makes it. Tied up at 28. Cartagena to Matt Moore coming in after that timeout. Now here's Blyden. Swings it around left, gives it to Cartagena, up top to Jinx, right to Matt Moore. Matt Moore tries to drive in, dishes back out, looking for Cartagena. Here comes Shand up for the steal, flips it up, and good from Jake Beasley. Barton back out front. Now Dotson on the right side of the circle, moves in, dribbles a pass out of bounds off of Westbrook's feet. It'll stay with NGU though. Cartagena for the inbound. To Blyden. Blyden gives it back. Cartagena for 3. Good. Clutch 3 there by Cartagena. North Green was back up only by 1 though. Here's Shand on the right side of the circle. Underneath to Beasley. Spins around Cartagena, puts it up and in. Good. Cartagena in the front court for North Greenville. Brings it around left, looks underneath, puts it back. Blyden for a deep 2, got it. North Greenville back out front. Here's Shand working against Dotson, brings it around and puts it back out. Sampson, now Beasley. Beasley working against Cartagena, drives in, and has to pass back out to Shand. Shand tries to take it down the middle. He'll flip it back out. Sampson for 3. No good. A hard tumble by Jinx as he gets tangled up with Bird.
Barton bench doesn't like it.
And a foul against Barton. That's what they didn't like. That's what they didn't like. 4th team foul against Barton. 2nd one against Bird. And timeout on the court with 4:11 left to play. North Greenville so far taking the advantage of the back and forth. They're up 1, 33-32 against Barton here on the North Greenville Sports Network. fast-paced first half. North Greenville up by 1 over Barton, 33-32. Trying to extend that lead here on this possession with Matt Moore. Passing to Blyden. Blyden, hand off to McElroy. Now McElroy trying to spin around. Sampson puts it up and punches it in for 2. Looked like it wasn't going in. McElroy reached back up and tapped it in. Now here's Shand. He's got the hot hand for Barton in there in the first half. He's got 12 points already. Beasley on the left side of the circle. Deep 3. Got it. Over McElroy, and we're tied up at 35. Here's McElroy in the front court for NGU. Swings it around right side. Looks back to Jinks, but has to hand off to Dotson instead. Jinks well covered. Now Matt Moore, top side, deep 3, got it! Teams trade threes and North Greenville goes back up by 3. Shand working against Dotson, finds Kanoy. Kanoy moves in, flips it up, no good. Gets his own rebound though. Dotson picks him off and wrestles it away from Kanoy to get the ball back for North Greenville. He has to move quickly though to avoid Shand. Now Matt Moore on the left side of the circle. Spins around, flips it up, good for 2. Now Beasley on the right side, going up against McElroy. Flips it back outside to Kanoy, and now all the way to the left side and Shand. Back up top, Beasley drives in, bumps into a defender, and Blyden called for the foul. 8th team foul against North Greenville. 3rd one against Blyden. Early foul trouble for North Greenville puts Jake Beasley at the line for 2 shots. That's the first one. Goes 2 for 2 on that trip, 40-37. North Greenville still up 3. Got just over 2 minutes till halftime. Moore looks left at Dotson. Dotson swings it around right. We'll have a 3. Yes! Great shot by Dotson. Puts North Greenville up 6. Barton answers with 2 from Shand. Now McElroy moves across the circle, has his pockets picked, gathers it back, and calls timeout. Great awareness by McElroy to fall on that one. Knew he wasn't going to be able to get a pass away. North Greenville takes a timeout with 1:42 left to play in the first half. They're up 43-39 over Barton here on the North Greenville Sports Network. McElroy fires the inbound after he takes a timeout to keep possession for North Greenville. Final 90 seconds coming in the first half. North Greenville up 43-39. As a pass to Wade underneath, puts a shot up, bounced around. No good, but a foul against Westbrook. Westbrook's first, that is Barton's 5th. Send Tommy Wade to the free throw line. Gets the first one. This is the second one, and Barton's got it under control with Beasley. Beasley moves in. Shan dishes off to Westbrook and in good for 2 points. That's number 41, Ryan Kanoy gets that one in. Made that one look easy. Now here's McElroy, handoff left side to Dotson. Back up to Moore. Moore to Wade on the right side of the circle. Back up with Moore, he'll have three. No, off the front of the rim, no good. Barton with a chance to tie. Shan drives in, looks back out, Westbrook, and now Beasley. Beasley back outside to Shan, working against Dotson, steps into three, short, no good. Rebounded by Kanoy, fires it right to Beasley, drives in for two, good. 44-43, 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's McElroy.
Not sure why the shot clock's still on. Or no, excuse me, okay, never mind. There's about a second difference.
15 seconds, McElroy moves in, swings it around right. Cuts it back up top, bobbles it, scooped up by Kanoy, throws it right into the back of his teammate. Now he fires it down. Here comes a shot that's blocked by Wade, but gathered back up by Claypool. It's out of bounds, and it'll stay with Barton with 1.3 seconds left on the clock. So Barton will have one shot to take the lead before half. The inbound bobbled and not picked up in time by anyone. So North Greenville will take a 1-point lead into the locker rooms at the half. 44-43 over Barton in what largely has been a back and forth game. North Greenville with Corville McElroy leading the way with 10 points. He's closely followed by Dotson with 9. And then Moore and Burchett tied at 5 points apiece. Danny Shan had the hot hand early. He leads the way for Barton with 14, with Beasley right behind him at 13. North Greenville shooting great, but only ahead by 1. 63% from the floor, 63.6 from beyond the arc, and 60% on their free throws. So that'll be halftime here between Barton and North Greenville. It's 44-43 in favor of the Crusaders here on the North Greenville Sports Network. back to action as we start the second half between Barton and North Greenville. But the Crusaders up 44-43 over Barton, and North Greenville gets the ball to start the second half. We'll see if the Crusaders can extend a lead, which neither team has really been able to do since 5 minutes into the ball game in the first half. Jinks pulls the pass down from McElroy underneath. Here comes Blyden, can't cash it in. Bats the rebound, out of bounds. Off of Barton. But it will stay with North Greenville. Cartagena on the inbound, flips it to Dotson. Dotson back out to Cartagena. Thought about three, pulled it down instead. Now he'll drive it out, back to the half-court stripe. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Cartagena swings around to the right side, looks back left. Trying to go underneath the Jinx, but has to pass back out to McElroy. McElroy on the left side, he'll drive in, flip a shot up, no good, but draw a foul. McElroy will head to the line. Be a first foul against Jake Beasley. That is first foul of the half against Barton. 47 seconds in. McElroy missed the first shot. Gets the second one to fall. It's a 2-point lead for North Greenville. That is McElroy. He 11th point for the game. Now Bird swinging around the left side to find Shand. Shand splits the defense, puts the shot up, no good, but he's fouled and he'll head to the line for two. He had the hot hand for Barton in the first half. He got 14 points for the Bulldogs. 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. 4 of 5 from the free throw line stripe, looking to add to that category. Make him 5 of 6. Second one rattles out. Scooped up by Jinx. We'll keep on. Here's Dotson driving in from the right side. Loses it. Is able to keep it inbounds. Get a pass to Cartagena at the same time. And now the ball's almost lost by, it is lost out of bounds by Claypool. Knocked it loose from Cartagena. And North Greenville is lucky to get away with that one without giving up points. Here's Dotson. Top of the circle, bounces the ball off a foot. McElroy scoops it up. Has 3 on the shot clock. Has to heave a 3. It's off the rim, no good. No violation for North Greenville. And a foul against Barton.
Yeah, he kept Jinx from getting over to get that ball, kind of held his arm there. So a good call by the official.
That is a foul against Danny Shand. That's his first. Second team foul of the half against Barton. Here's Jinx to Blyden. Blyden looking underneath. Now he gets it to Dotson. Free throw line 2. Good. Lead is 3 for North Greenville. Largest lead has been 8. And nobody's been able to reach that in a long time. Here's Shand, he drives in, baseline jumper, no good. Jinx scoops up the rebound. Here comes Cartagena in the front court. On the far side, cuts it back up top. Slings it back to Blyden for 3, got it! That's 6. For North Greenville, 50-44. Barton looking to answer. Claypool, the right side to Shand. Now here's Bird, drives in, floats it in, good. Cartagena to the left side of the circle, has Dotson. Dotson, a long 3, no good. Rebounded by Bird for the Bulldogs. Bird heading back the other way. He'll try to drive in, split around 3 defenders, and get it to fall.
Barton bench really getting into it right now.
Those are an excitable bunch.
Quite the opposite from the women's team. They just didn't seem to be very animated. I meant to mention that during the women's game, but whatever gets you motivated.
Yeah. Cartagena gets fouled trying to get a shot off. He'll head to the line. Second foul against Westbrook. Third team foul against Barton. Can't get the first one to fall. That knocks North Greenville down to an even 50% on free throws, and I'll pull them right back up. Cartagena gets a second one. The 4-point lead, 53-point lead, 51-48. Here's Shand on the left side of the circle, working against Dotson. Flips it up, here comes Beasley, drives in, floats it up, good. Got that one over Jinx too, and that's not easy. Cartagena to McElroy, now they'll swing it around, Dotson. Here's Blyden on the right side, cut it back up top, pass to Dotson. Dotson drives in, dishes out Cartagena, far side corner, three, no good. Can't get the three to drop, now Barton looking to answer. Claypool puts it up and in off the glass, good. Cartagena on the right side of the circle. Gives it to Dotson. And a timeout from the North Greenville bench. Taken as Barton gets the lead, but only by one, 52-41. We got 15:46 left to play in the ball game here on the North Greenville.
And real quick, using our timeout knowledge.
Yes.
That timeout was with 46 seconds remaining at the 15-minute mark. Had it been within 30 seconds of it, it would have counted as a media timeout. But because it was past that, it does count as a North Greenville timeout. New rules for timeouts this year in college basketball, so we're kind of trying to talk it over with ourselves just to make sure that's correct. But we do believe that's the case, and so we'll be right back.
Timeout. North Greenville has 2 timeouts left for the entire second half. And 5 seconds on the shot clock for Cartagena. Drives in, dishes up, no good. McElroy, yes, with the rebound. Saves North Greenville from a shot clock violation and gets the lead back at the same time. Shand on the left side of the circle. Bounce pass underneath the Claypool. Spins for the basket, no good. Rebounded by Wade. Wade forward to McElroy. Here's McElroy, moves in, puts it up, and good, and one. Third foul against Dominic Bird for Barton. That'll be a 4th team foul against the Bulldogs. McElroy at the line for one more, he got it. Contrary to the first half, Barton didn't foul a lot. North Greenville, unfortunately, got out to a quick start in the foul column. Now it's Barton already up to 4 fouls as a team 5 minutes in to the second half. Here's Shan, pass to the right side. Now they back out to Tyler Thayer. Bounce pass. Now Shan trying to drive in from the right side, defended by Wade. And the pass bobbled by Kanoy, but he's fouled.
And there's the media timeout.
This will be a media timeout. 14:49 left to play in the second half. North Greenville up 56-52 here on the North Greenville Sports.
I think we got the timeout rules
I
right
think
for
we do,
once.
yeah,
I think so.
All right. Brian Kanoy to the free throw line for Barton. First foul against Corville McElroy, his first of the game. Second team foul against NGU. Ryan Kanoy to the line for 2 shots. Kanoy missed his first one. Gets the second one to go in. It's a 3-point, one-possession ball game for North Greenville. Here's McElroy. He'll move in the front court. Look right, find Cartagena. Cross court, back to McElroy. McElroy on the left side of the circle, looking for help underneath. Dribbles past his defender, it's Thayer. McElroy moves in, flips it up, and rattles out. No good. Here comes Woods, fires a pass down to Johnson. Johnson spins, loses the ball, out of bounds. And it'll go back to NGU. Here's Cartagena. He's defended by Zach Grant, number 14. Now Blyden up top for 3. No good, off the backboard. Woods in control for the Bulldogs. Fires a pass left, has Johnson. Johnson goes back up top. Now fire a pass left to Kanoy. Kanoy defended by Wade. They try Thayer in the middle. And now back to Woods. He'll back out. Right side Johnson. Johnson cuts it back up top, fires it left to Woods. And now Thayer back out to Woods. He'll fire a 3. No good. Rebounded by Dotson. He hands out to McElroy. McElroy will move it forward. Blyden. Now Dotson back here on the right side of the circle. Dotson uses Wade as a pick. Moves around him. Dishes back out to Wade and jams that one home. Hello, thank you, and goodbye from Tommy Wade. 5-point lead for North Greenville, 58-53. Thayer swings around right side, gives it to Kanoy. Kanoy drives in, floats one up, good. Back and forth again, but so far North Greenville able to hang on to a 3-point lead. McElroy, top of the circle, moves in, floats it up, no good, off the rim, and a foul against Blyden as he bumps into Dorian Johnson. 4th foul against Blyden. So foul trouble for Troy Blyden. And North Greenville, 12:32 left to play. 3rd team foul against NGU. 3 for North Greenville, 4 for Barton. Here's Woods. Calling out the signal, swings it around left side, bounce pass underneath to Johnson. Moves to the basket, floats it up, no good. Tries to go for his own rebound. Dotson brings it in for NGU. Kelroy advances into front court, handoff to Cartagena, and now Burchett. Jinx. Back out to McElroy. We have a foul away from the ball. This one signaled in against Tyler Thayer. That's his first, 5th team foul against Barton. Not a shooting foul, but North Greenville hangs on to it. Jinx on the inbound. Out to Cartagena. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Now Burchett, back out to Dotson. Top of the key, 3, no good. Jinx trying to get the rebound, can't get it. And last touch by Jinx, and it looks like he took a hit to the nose.
Yeah, I think so.
Can't afford to lose him for any amount of time right now for North Greenville, but looks like he will stay in the game.
Yeah, so no blood drawn apparently, because if that's the case, then you do have to leave the court, so appears to be okay.
Woods in the front court, looks right. Trying to find Thayer, he finds Johnson instead. Now back up top, Kanoy swinging it around left side, Woods. Now here's Thayer, top of the key, defended by Cartagena. Thayer for 3, no good. Rebounded by Woods. They'll try Grant for 3, that's good. Tie ball game at 58. Here's Cartagena. He'll move in for 2 for North Greenville. Doesn't get the roll. Jinx with the rebound, though. He'll try. Yes. North Greenville back out in front. Kanoy, top of the circle. Right side to Woods. Woods defended by Johnson. Trying to spin around him. Now here's Johnson. Moves in. Floats one. No good. North Greenville looks to slow the pace down. Here's McElroy. Cross court to Burchett. Now Dotson in the corner. He'll bring it out. Moves to the far side. Floats one underneath. Jinx has it. Jinx at the baseline. Moves in, spins around, floats one up. No good. And brought down by Grant for the Bulldogs. Cross court here to Thayer. Burchett picks him up, but nobody picks up Kanoy underneath. And he gets it in for 2.
What a game.
I have a feeling in this one, it's going to come down to the wire and who's going to have the most gas in the tank left over.
Yeah, line change coming up for Barton.
Oh, yes, it is. And a steal by the Bulldogs. Here comes Johnson, floats it up, missed it, put back, no good. And now Dotson goes to Burchett. Here's Jinx, has time for a jam, yep. No doubt about that one. John Jinx puts an exclamation point on that one. Gives North Greenville the lead back. Now Grant on the left side of the circle, defended by McElroy. Slings it right, has Woods. Woods looking to Kanoy in the corner. He'll pass out to Johnson. Johnson goes back to the left side, Grant. Now here's Woods, trying to drive in, loses the ball out of bounds, turns it over. No, a foul against Dotson.
Yeah. Thought he signaled it out of bounds as well, but oh well.
Second foul against Dotson, 14th foul against NGU, and with 9:01 left to play, there's time on the court. And North Greenville with a 2-point lead, 62-60 over Barton here on the North Greenville Sports Network. close one between Barton and North Greenville. Nobody has had a lead larger than 8 the entire game. And Barton missed a shot. It's picked up by Burchett. Dominique Bird turns it over to Burchett. Now North Greenville with a chance to extend it. It has been back and forth for most of this game. And with less than 9 minutes to play, this might be a deciding time for Barton and North Greenville. Who can get what before the next media timeout? Cartagena flings a three. It doesn't hit the rim. I mean, it does hit the rim. He had 3 seconds on the shot clock. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. Fresh shot clock. Here's the inbound. Dotson, fadeaway 2, blocked, and kept in bounds by the Bulldogs. Now here they come on a fast break. And shot goes up and good, and one. Wasn't sure which way that was gonna go, but Claypool gets it in for 2 and the foul to take the lead, or the potential shot to take the lead. First foul against Matt Moore, 5th team foul against NGU. And Barton does not make the shot. We're tied at 62. Howell on the rebound. Here's Cartagena. Moves left, bobbles it, falls down. And a jump ball is the call. Nope. See if they got it. North Greenville got a timeout off.
Say they did.
That was close.
Barton not happy about it.
Very, very close. North Greenville gets a timeout off to preserve possession. And I wouldn't be happy about that either. One official signaled a jump ball, the other signaled timeout.
And yeah, that's another rule change this year. Head coaches cannot call timeouts while the ball is live. So the players have to be the ones to call it. Apparently, I didn't see who did call it, but a North Greenville player did call it just before Barton got on it, apparently.
I have a feeling it was Dotson. He was the one that fell on it. .16 seconds on the shot clock, so North Greenville will have an inbound and some time to work with to try and get a shot into the basket. Here's Cartagena. Looks left, trying to spin around Dotson. Dotson almost falls, gets back up. Cartagena moves in, 4 on the shot clock, puts a shot up, no good, and a travel against Cartagena. Trying to plead his case to the official that he was fouled. And nothing comes of it. Here's Shand on the right side of the circle. Bounce pass underneath, finds Beasley. Beasley, pass to number 3. That's Claypool. Puts a shot up, it's blocked, but he's fouled. Back-to-back fouls on Matt Moore. And North Greenville moves up in the foul count. Claypool to the line for 2 and a chance for the lead. That's the first one. Makes the second one though. Barton has the lead, 63-62. According to the scoreboard, 5 team fouls for NGU, 6 for Barton, 1 more for Barton. That should be the bonus. Here's Burchett on the far side. Drives in, floats one up, blocked, swatted by Bird. Barton with a chance. Here comes Shan. Passes out. Beasley thinks about 3. He'll be open for 3. It's missed. Westbrook with the putback though. And a foul against Barton. And everybody on the Barton bench is arguing against the call. I mean everybody. been one of the most animated benches in basketball we have seen. I'd say it's right up there with Erskine.
And, with that being the 7th foul, North Greenville does get free throws.
And now head coach for Barton, Ron Levince, in his 28th season coaching the Bulldogs, talking to the official while Dotson gets his free throws in.
I'll tell you what, he had to tell one of the assistant coaches, Joel Zimmerman, to calm down there.
And at the other end, an offensive foul against the Bulldogs against Danny Shand. His second, Barton's 8th. Waved the shot off. And you're right, Alan. Joel Zimmerman has been very excitable, shall we say, for the entirety of this game.
Absolutely.
Not to say it's a bad thing, but there's a point when it just gets too much.
No, I mean, it's bad enough for a head coach to cause a technical or something like that, but if it's an assistant coach, boy, that I wouldn't want to be him. I mean, there has been no technical. I want to make that clear. So,
yeah.
But yeah, Barton doing a nice job of sort of calming him down, making sure that doesn't end up happening.
So this is a close game. They still have.
Yeah, definitely.
They are still very much alive in this ball game.
I've had, wow. Well, nobody's mentioned it on Ustream, but I've had 3rd on the half this whole time. My fault.
Tommy Wade at the other end, taking free throws for North Greenville. Makes his first one, ties it up at 63. Meanwhile, the 4th foul against Dominic Berg goes up on the scoreboard. 9th one against Barton. One more. North Greenville's in the double bonus. 2 for 2. North Greenville back out front. 64-63. Here's Canoy passing right to Beasley. Beasley trying to get around Burchett. Can't. Passes to Claypool. Claypool working against Brown. Claypool spins, puts a shot up. No good. And a foul against NGU. That'll be their 6th. And it's on. Tommy Wade, his first. RJ Claypool to the line. Makes the first one. Tied up at 64 for the junior guard out of Woodbury, Minnesota. This is the second one, so we're tied up at 64. McElroy, right side of the circle, moves left, around Wade, tries to drive in, puts a shot up and misses it, no good. Rebounded by Ellison. Here come the Bulldogs. Shan, cross court to Canoy, flips it back out. Here comes a 3 from Beasley, up and no good. And Canoy's able to keep it in bounds for the Bulldogs. They swing it back out to Beasley. Beasley tries to drive in, looks back out, slings it to Canoy. He will not get a shot, but Shan resets back out. Side of the arc. 15 on the shot clock. Shan trying to drive in. Dishes out, here's Beasley. Puts a shot up, short, no good. Knocked out of bounds off of Barton. Crusaders get it back. Chris Brown gets the handoff from McElroy. Here's Burchett, and now Dotson. Dotson to Burchett on the left side of the circle. Thought about 3. McElroy takes it off the rim. No good. Out of bounds to Barton. You can feel the intensity rising.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, every possession could potentially be the difference. So, I mean, it's crunch time for both of these teams.
Shan leads the way for Barton. He passes off to Beasley, back out to Shan. Long 3, no good. Rebounded by Brown. He looks McElroy around the defense, dishes out and gets tripped up. And we have a foul called against, see who this one's against. Looks like it's against the Crusaders. Yes, it is.
So now that'll put both teams in the bonus.
7th foul it will be against North Greenville. First foul against Brown. To the line, RJ Claypool again. A chance for the lead. Got it. So North Greenville 1 away from the double bonus. Barton 3 away. Two for two, it's 66-64. Five minutes even left to play, which means we should have our final media timeout coming up very soon.
Spot on the floor being wiped up, that's what the delay is.
North Greenville's been able to answer Barton so far, but they're down 2. Can they get here? Here's McElroy. He leads the way for North Greenville with 16. McElroy tries to drive in, put a shot up, no good. Put back by Chris Brown is. Here's Shand passing to Grant. Grant left side of the circle. Goes up top, Kanoy. Now the right side, Shand again. Shand hands off to Woods. Woods goes back up top to Grant. Now right side to Shand. He'll try to drive in, put up a shot. That goes wide left. Kanoy picks it up. Kanoy around the basket and in. Good. 68-66. Ball's batted around, out of bounds. Who has it? There's a foul called. It will be against, I think that one was against Barton. Yes, it will be. Danny Shand picks up his 3rd foul. 10th one against Barton. North Greenville will be in the double bonus for the final 4:09 as time is called on the court with Barton up 68-66. This one coming down to the wire at Hayes Gymnasium here on the North Greenville Sports Network. At the line is Corval McElroy for 2 shots. 2 shots now on from now on for North Greenville. Gets the first one. It's going to be important for North Greenville to make these. They've so far 8 of 13. 2 for 2, so make it 10 made free throws on the night for NGU. We're tied up at 68. Here's Shand in the front court, moves to the left side of the circle, defended by McElroy. Looks back up top, instead goes underneath, trying to find Bird. Bird dishes back out to Beasley. Now Beasley tries to drive in. He flips it out. Kanoy back to Beasley. Working against Chris Brown. Fires a three. No good. Got her for the rebound. Shan brings it down and gets run over by McElroy. And that's a foul. Second foul against McElroy. 8 for North Greenville. 1 and 1 for Danny Shan. Gets the first one. Second one misses, and the rebound is won by Barton. Shand has to go into backcourt. Bounce pass forward, and shot missed by Bird. Now there's a scramble for it. And we have a jump ball. It will stay with Barton. Here's Shan. Kanoy floats it up, no good, but he's fouled.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this one's getting chippy just yet, but man, there's some hard fouls.
Second foul against Ja Jinks.
But all in the spirit of competition, this has been quite a game.
Ryan Kanoy at the line, sinks the first one. It's a 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. Trying to make it 3. Got it. Cartagena to Dotson. And now Brown on the right side of the circle. Flips it up top to Dotson. Dotson to Cartagena, now Jinks. Jinks to Brown again. Brown hands off to Cartagena again. Trying to bounce pass underneath to Jinks. Jinks, no one to pass to. Spins for the basket. Good. 71-70. Barton still up. Shan passes right to Beasley. Now they swing it around to Claypool. Claypool on the left side. Back out to Shan. Shan drives underneath, bounce pass to Claypool. Moves in against Cartagena, passes back out to Beasley. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Beasley. He'll pass out. Kanoy, long two, got it. Here comes McElroy. To Dotson, and now Cartagena. Moves around the circle, backs out, now gets a pass to Dotson. Dotson tries to drive in, spins, floats one, off the rim, no good, rebounded by Shan. Here come the final 2 minutes. And this might be Barton's chance to pull away. Shan on the far side, around Kanoy. Slings the pass cross court to Beasley. Beasley drives in, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Kanoy though, he gets Bird. And now back out to Beasley, 5 on the shot clock. Here comes the shot from Kanoy. He made one, that one rims out. Rebounded by Jinks. North Greenville not out of the woods yet, but they got a minute and a half to make up 3 points. Here comes McElroy. He'll drive in for 2, can't get the roll, but he'll head to the line for 2. Fourth foul against Shan, the leading scorer for Barton. It's a dilemma for Coach LaVence. Do you take him out or do you leave him in there? Elroy misses the first one.
Yeah, that is a tough decision.
He's got 18 points for your team. A lot of them have been free throws. Kelroy gets the second one, so it's a 2-point lead for Barton. North Greenville only with 1 timeout to use in this final 80 seconds. Here's Shan, he goes to the left side, Beasley. Beasley goes back up top, swinging around the right side. Gets it back to Shan. stand around the left side. Claypool back out to Beasley. Right side, Shand again, looking underneath for Kanoy. Here comes Shand driving in, shot, bounces out, no good. Rebound though, also missed by Bird, but he's fouled. Both teams now will have the double bonus. And Barton with a chance to make it a two-possession game. Bird at the line. It's the first one. That is something Barton has been really good at tonight. 19 of 27 on free throws. They just made their 20th. Ja Jinks picks up his third foul. It's a two-possession ball game, 75-71. Final minute. Here's McElroy to the left side. Gets it to Wade. Wade tries to drive in, dishes back out to Cartagena. Running out of time, got to get a shot. Here's Cartagena, drives in, floats it up, doesn't get the roll. Jinks, no, with the putback. Rebounded by Kanoy. And now Barton can have a chance to run it down to 5 seconds. And McElroy fouls, which that'll stop the clock, but the way Barton's been making free throws, this one might be over with right here. 21 of 29 from the line, and Barton can all but put it away with Matt Woods. It's an in. Once again, Hayes just getting absolutely quiet for the visiting team.
Yeah, you can hear one or two just making a little bit of noise, but yeah, definitely not much of a home court advantage tonight. Understandably so, students aren't back on campus yet, so yeah, it's a little flat.
That's just a little unnerving. I mean, somebody make some noise. Here it goes again. Woods makes both of them. That's a 6-point ball game for Barton. North Greenville's got to start firing him quick. Here's McElroy, drives in, and missed Wade, but it goes off of Kanoy. Lucky bounce. North Greenville hangs on to it. 23 seconds left. To Dotson, in traffic, 3, no good. Rebounded by Barton. And McElroy has no choice but to foul Bird. So it's just at the line. It was just at the line, I think. Anyway, Bird, 4 of 5, 11 points for the Bulldogs. First one rims out, so North Greenville has a little bit of life. See if they can make the second one. He will. 78-71, 7-point lead. 17 seconds left. Here's Cartagena. He'll get it into front court. Right side of the circle, steps up, deep 2. His foot was on the line, no good. Rebounded by Kanoy, and North Greenville once again fouls. And this will be the icer if Ryan Kanoy can make these free throws. Second foul against Burchett. Now that one took its time, but it rattled out.
Well, North Greenville's going to come up short, but good fight today. This was,
quite a ball game, yeah.
Yes, this one went back and forth. Final score might not quite show it. And
Cartagena for a deep 3, misses, and Ryan Kanoy will run the half out. And Barton will take an 8-point lead into it, will turn an 8-point lead into a victory. 79-71, North Greenville just ran out of gas, and it looked like Barton had enough in the tank to outlast the Crusaders. 79-71 final in the men's game. 4 Bulldogs get into double figures. Danny Shand with 18, Beasley with 16. Ryan Canoy with 14, and Dominic Bird with 12. Well, Corville McElroy had quite a night. He had 19 for North Greenville. Justin Dudson cashes in another 11, and Jinx finishes out with 10. Field goal percentage, not exactly great for either team. 43 for North Greenville, 40 for Barton. But Barton is able to come out with the win, and the doubleheader today is split. The women win for North Greenville, the men fall to the Bulldogs.
Let's see. Lees McRae did not play today, and King. They are currently playing. It looks like they're going to take a victory against Southern Wesleyan, 86-70. So King, for now, is going to be on top of the Conference Carolinas, and Barton will be tied with Lees McRae for second. Mount Olive lost earlier to Limestone. So, yep, Barton and Lees McRae are going to be tied for second now, with King leading the conference.
So that will be an interesting race for the Conference Carolinas. King for the moment with the lead, but Lees McRae right on their heels. The North Greenville's Conference Championship takes a hit. It's still possible, but the climb becomes that much harder. Our next broadcast, next up will be tomorrow night, another basketball doubleheader as the men's and women's teams for North Greenville take on Mount Olive, 5:30 and 7:30 tip-off here from Hayes. And that will be our last broadcast before the start of the spring semester here at North Greenville. After the basketball doubleheader against Mount Olive, we have men's volleyball against Pfeiffer on a Saturday at 2, and then another week until another basketball doubleheader against Emmanuel College on Saturday 2 and 4 p.m. January 23rd. So the next 3 series against Mount Olive tomorrow night, January 9th. Men's volleyball Saturday afternoon against Pfeiffer, and then Saturday afternoon, another basketball doubleheader against Emmanuel. So that will do it here for us on the North Greenville Sports Network. North Greenville women take a victory, 84-77 over Barton, and the Barton men take a victory over North Greenville, 79-71. And we hope to catch you tomorrow night. Thank you for listening. Of course, you can stay up to date with all North Greenville athletic news at ngcrusaders.com. Catch our broadcast there as well. There's a direct link to the Ustream page, and we'll keep you updated on whatever news tomorrow. So, a split doubleheader here from Hayes, and that will do it here. This has been another production of North Greenville basketball on the North Greenville Sports Network.